The questions are beginning, they're fast and furious. What is cultural art anyway? What is culture anyway? So that is really a fundamental question. My name is Julianne Saroyan and I'm the artistic producer of Dances for a Small Stage. This project came about because I am interested in what's happening around me and what people are doing and how they're dealing with different cultures that they belong to.
I'm Scheherazaad Cooper. I guess for the purposes of this show, I'm the dance portion of things. I have a background in Odissi Indian classical dance, but also theater and physical theater and some scholarly type things. Yeah.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. My name is Tarun Nayar, and I am in this weird project with Scheherazaad and Sammy. I guess I'm technically the musician.
My name is Sammy Chien, and I'm an interdisciplinary media artist. And in this, I'm taking the role as a co-creator in this piece with Scheherazaad and Tarun. The process has been amazing. It's been very organic in the way that it all builds on dialogues and conversation. And a lot of times our conversation become quite meaningful, and all this meaningful stuff gets kind of embedded in the piece somehow.
It's been this really great opportunity to get back in the studio with both Tarun and Sammy, who I've worked with on separate occasions. And I think the first thing I noticed is we got into the same space, like all physically at the same time, sat down, had a conversation, and since then it's been like jet speed. You know, things just kind of building. We'll be having lunch and we'll like joke about something, and next thing you know, it's in the show.
I don't think that this show is about taking a strong stance on things like cultural appropriation. We're merely trying to bring people into the confusing world that is culture, that is feeling caught between multiple worlds of culture, where stuff doesn't actually make sense and where there are no hard and fast rules and where you can't just wave your finger and say cultural appropriation, and where there's discomfort on all sides. And I think that's the world that we're moving into.
I hope that people are going to walk away with more questions, with no answers, but digging deeper into their questions about what culture is.
What the three of us have been trying to kind of interrogate is, because we are visibly non-white, we're often asked to speak for, represent, explain, all of those things. We're often asked to sort of stand up for culture, ethnicity, Indian culture, Chinese culture, you know, and that's a really awkward position to be put in.
As human beings, what do we identify ourselves with, right? So this is my presence, this is who I am, right? And there are also the gaze from the outsider. So what do people identify yourself with, right? So recognition. So these are the two things we've been dealing with in this piece. Like, what is our authentic voice? Who are we truly, and who do we want to be? What do we want to say? What do we want to convey as our presence, as our true human being, as individuals, right? And there we're playing with the identity of what do other people see us. Growing up from different places, and especially for me, I grew up in the island called Taiwan, where people think it's Thailand.
I think that the way forward is embracing the confusion and that kind of limbo space that all of us know as human beings, and living in that uncomfortable space and being real and deeply feeling what it's like to be confused, rather than trying to box ourselves into separate cultures and say, like, this is my cultural identity and this is you and this is, you know, that's not how it is for anyone. It's not real. So, yeah.
Feels real, man. Feels
Good. I'm like nodding here like I'm at a conference.
Sammy Chien, Scheherazaad Cooper, and Tarun Nayar.
ऊपर ऊपर नीचे नीचे बाएं दाएं बाएं दाएं B-A शुरू. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy tonight's performance.
I want to speak between words, convey my frustrations, express my own experience.
Apology.
In this piece, express my own experience, frustrations. I want to.